Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning. Today we will revise electric charges, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, just wait.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
So let's come. Electric charges at rest. Children, here is this topic. Can you all hear me, children? सब लोग
Yes,
सुन रहे हैं
ma'am.
मुझे?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
In
ma'am.
this topic, we will be studying about how the charges are created in while they are not in a flow. They are in the rest position. By rubbing, how we are going to create. So this we have discussed in our class. Today we will have a quick revision of the question answer. So children, tell me, who was the English physicist who first of all discovered that substances can be charged?
Ma'am, can I?
Daniel.
Ma'am, can I?
Can I?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
can
can I?
Daniel Rahman.
Ma'am,
बोलिए. Who was a physicist who first of all proved that the substances can be charged?
Ma'am, can I, honey?
Ma'am, repeat
Okay.
the question.
बोलिए, honey. Honey, please
Ma'am,
say.
Ma'am, Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin. Is it
Ma'am.
correct?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
Ravi.
ma'am,
No,
can
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No.
Ma'am,
Good.
can I?
Ma'am, this
Ma'am,
is
can I?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, William Gibbard.
Yes, it
Yes,
is
sir.
William Gibbard. In the year
Ma'am.
1540 to 1603. Please learn for your objective questions. You will be having your periodic test, children, fourth periodic. The date is not announced, but you are going to have portion.
Okay, ma'am.
Today I will let you on WhatsApp and Snap. I will let you know. Then next is Shivam. You tell me one activity by which we can charge an object, which is given in your book. Explain one activity. Shivam Raj is there.
Yes, ma'am.
आप बोलिए कि how can we charge an uncharged object by rubbing, and how can you describe it with the help of an activity?
Ma'am, for doing that activity, material required small pitch ball or thermocol ball.
Why are you taking pith ball? The common one you say. Pith ball is a common material.
No,
A
ma'am.
very common activity is there in our day-to-day life. We can charge it.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, material required plastic comb and a small bit of paper. Ma'am, procedure. Take a dry plastic comb and rub it, rub it with dry hair. Now bring this comb near teeny bits of paper. You will confusion. You will find that the paper bits get attracted toward the dry comb. This shows that dry plastic comb get electrically charged when rubbed.
Okay. Next. Abhigya. Repeat this activity. How can we charge an uncharged object?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, for this activity, we have to take the material required are a dry plastic comb and a bits of paper. First, we have to rub the comb in our dry hairs, and now we have to bring comb near the tiny bits of paper. And conclusion, we will observe that the paper bit get attracted towards the dry comb, and this show that the dry plastic comb get electrically charged.
Okay. Next. Divya Prakash.
yes, ma'am.
You tell me the difference between a conductor and an insulator.
Yes, ma'am. Conductors are those materials which allow electricity to pass through them with an ease. But insulators are those materials who do not let electricity to pass through them.
Give examples, children. Have the habit of giving examples.
Ma'am, examples also.
Yes.
Ma'am, example, Conductor are those who do not get normally charged on rubbing. Insulators are those who get charged on rubbing.
Okay. Next, Kinjal.
Ma'am, can I?
Kinjal,
Yes, ma'am.
are you there? Kinjal.
Yes, ma'am.
बोलिए.
Ma'am, which question?
Yes, I'm telling. How many types of charges are there?
Ma'am, there are two types of charges.
Okay. What are they?
Ma'am, like charges and unlike charges.
Like charges and unlike charges. Okay. Give the meaning of the term earthing.
Ma'am, can I, Diksha? Earthing is a process. Ma'am, can I? Ma'am, can I
Ma'am,
say?
can I?
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am, can I?
Bolo.
Ma'am, can I, Diksha?
After Honey. Honey, बोलिए.
Ma'am, the transfer of electric charges in the earth's surface is known as earthing.
Okay. Now this, with the help of, next is Anshika. Why do we say that charges are always produced in pairs?
Ma'am, repeat question.
Why do we say that charges are always produced in pairs? Why do we say that charges are always produced in pairs?
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am,
Can
may
I?
I answer?
Ma'am, may I give the answer?
Can I?
Ma'am, may I
Ma'am,
answer?
can I?
Can I give the answer?
Can I? Ma'am, can
Ridhima,
I say?
बोलिए.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am. And an ebonite rod is known to be get charged up when it is rubbed against a flat. A piece of thermocol and or drinking straw gets charged up when it is rubbed against the paper. We can test the charge of these objects by using pick up pick up small pieces of paper. We find that so paper or and the
Your voice is not
dry
clear.
process.
Anshika, आप बोलिए. आपका voice नहीं अच्छा आ रहा है.
Ma'am, can I?
Ridhima,
Ma'am, can I?
you tell. Question is, why do we say that charges are always produced in pairs?
Ma'am, can I say? Ma'am, can I say?
Ma'am, can I, Ankuranand?
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am, can I, Diksha? Ma'am, can I say? Ma'am,
Ah.
can I say Arushi Singh?
Okay, Diksha, you say.
Okay, ma'am. Charges are always produced in pair to neutral the total charge or to maintain the total charge to be zero. The phenomenon is due to electrostatic inductor. Thus, actually, electrostatic induction refers to the charging process without physical contact between the conductors.
Is it appropriate?
No,
Srishti?
ma'am.
No, it is not
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
can I
can
say?
I?
Ma'am, can I
Ma'am,
say
can I
Arushi?
Mannat?
Can I?
हाँ, बोलिए.
Ma'am, can I Arushi?
Can I Mannat?
Mannat, you tell.
Okay,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
can I?
When two objects are rubbed against each other, they both get charged up. If these two charges objects brought near tiny pieces of paper, the combination does not attack them. The combination therefore behave like charged
object. When two objects are rough against each other, they both get charged up with equal and positive amount of charge. In other words, charges are always produced in pairs.
Okay, very good. Next, uh, Sneha. Sneha Kumari,
Yes, ma'am.
you tell me this question. Describe a simple experiment. No. Why does a charged object lose its charge when touched?
Yes, ma'am. When we rub ebonite rod against panel, both get charged up. If we bound these two charged objects simultaneously near pieces of paper, the combination does not attract them. Hence, we conduct that the total charges on a pair of objects that have been rubbed together is zero.
Okay, ठीक है. Next, Arushi Singh.
Yes, ma'am.
Same question. Why does a charged object lose its charge when touched?
A charged object loses its charge when touched because the extra charge present on the object can then move into earth. The object on losing the extra charge becomes an uncharged object. We call this process as earthing of the given object.
Next, Gauri,
Yes, ma'am.
you tell me list the precautions that a person can take if he is caught outside in the open.
Ma'am, can I, Ankuranand?
Gauri, are you answering?
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am, can I? Ma'am, can I, honey?
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am,
Okay,
can I,
Ankur,
Ridhima?
bolo. Ankur, bolo.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the two precautions are stay away from trees and avoid sheds and open areas.
Then after that, Amarjeet, are you interested in answering? Amarjeet. No. Okay. Then Ridhima.
Yes, ma'am.
Voice quality has been clear now. आपका voice quality सही हो गया?
Yes, ma'am.
अब आप बोलो, why do we say that charges are always produced in pairs?
Ma'am, we say that the charges are always produced in pair that, and we can take an example of ebonite rod that get charged up when it is rubbed against the flanner, and we can also take an example of piece of thermocol. Piece of thermocol which get charged up when it is rubbed against the piece of paper. Now we can test the charges of nature of all these objects by picking them small pieces of paper or dry grasses. We find that they also get charged up. Thus, the piece of flannel, paper, or woolen cloth can also attract teeny pieces of paper or even dry grasses. We can therefore say that when two objects are rubbed against each other, they both get charged up, both the charger with equal and opposite amount of charges. In another words, we can say that charges are always produced in pairs.
Okay. Next. can we say that a charged object attracts an uncharged object by first charging it through induction? Explain your answer. Abhigya.
Ma'am, can I, Ankur Anant?
Ma'am, can I say?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
you will get chance.
Ma'am, please repeat the question.
Abhigya, can we say
Ma'am,
that
please.
a charged object attracts an uncharged object by first charging it through induction? Explain your answer.
Yes, ma'am. We, ma'am, we can say that a when an uncharged object is brought near a charged object, the uncharged object is charged by induction. The uncharged object acquires a charge which is opposite to the charge on the charged object. Thus the uncharged object is first charged and then attracted towards the charged object.
Wait a minute. Or I have not got your answer. Who will tell properly?
Ma'am, can
Riddhima
I?
or
Ma'am,
Ankur?
can I? Ma'am, could
Divya
you?
Prakash?
Ma'am, can
Honey,
Ma'am, can I,
honey, you are
Ankur Anant?
interested. Honey, say.
Ma'am, could you please repeat?
Let Honey speak first.
Okay, ma'am.
Can we say that a charged object attracts an uncharged object by first charging it through induction? Explain
No,
your answer.
ma'am, answer will no. When a charged object brought near the uncharged object, the two type of charged object are only present here. The uncharged object gets separated by the process of induction, and the charged object move toward and the opposite kind of charges move toward the charged object. Hence the uncharged object is attracted. Repeat your
Ankur,
question,
आप बोलिए
ma'am.
तो।
Now can I?
Question is, can we
Yes.
say that a charged object attracts an uncharged object by first charging it through induction?
Ma'am,
No,
what
No,
is the
the answer? It will be yes.
yes, ma'am?
क्योंकि
Ma'am,
induction
can I
में
answer
होगा।
Ridhima? Yes, ma'am. Can I answer Ridhima?
Ma'am, can I?
Can I answer?
Ma'am, can I?
अंकुर बोलिए। अंकुर।
Yes, ma'am. Yes, in induction method. Yes, in induction method, charging of an object is done by sharing. The uncharged object acquires the charge which is equal and opposite in nature. Thus, an uncharged object gets attracted towards the charged object.
So please don't get that it is not, the answer will be no. It will be yes. Devi Prakash, you are interested in
Yes,
answering?
Yes, ma'am.
बोलिए।
Yes, in induction method, when we bring a charged object near an uncharged object, opposite charge is developed on it and it attracts the object.
Yes, and because in induction method, charging are done by sharing. When we bring a
Yes.
charged object near an uncharged object, then it will share the charges. Okay, next is it very important to have a very good contact between the lower end of the lightning conductor and the earth? If so, why? Arushi Singh.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you
Question
repeat the
is,
question?
yes. Is it important to have a very good contact between the lower end of a lightning conductor and the earth? If so, why?
Yes, it is important to have a very good contact between the lower end of lighting conductor and the earth, because the total charge coming from lighting need to be passed to the earth.
This is necessary to save the building from damage. In case if the contact of lighting conductor proper is not proper to the earth, then the charge may get transferred to the nearby tall building, which can result in great damage of life and property.
Next, Priyanshu. Priyanshu Ranjan. For what you all are coming to the class when you are not answering? Janvi.
Ma'am, can I?
Janvi. They don't respond at all. Simon.
Ma'am,
You answer this question. Why do we say that charges are always produced in pairs?
ma'am, may I answer, Ridhima?
Ma'am, can I answer, Sneha?
Okay, Sneha.
Ma'am,
बोल
can
रही
I
हूँ।
answer?
Yes, ma'am. An ebonite rod is known to get negatively charged up when it is rubbed against panel. A piece of thermocol or drinking straw gets charged up when it is rubbed against paper. We can test the charged up nature of all objects by using them to pick up small pieces of paper or grass. We find that both of them also get charged up, thus rubbing the piece of panel paper or wooden cloth can also attract tiny piece of paper or dry grass. We can therefore say that woolen cloth has also attract tiny pieces of paper or grass. Can therefore say that objects are rubbed against each other. They both get charged up with equal and opposite amount of charges. In other words, charges are always produced in pairs.
Okay. Then, why does a charged object lose its charge when touched? Daniel.
Ma'am, can I?
Daniel Ryan.
Ma'am, can I
Ma'am,
say?
can I Amarjeet?
Ma'am, can I,
Ma'am,
Simon?
can I answer, ma'am?
अमरजीत क्यों चला?
Ma'am,
अमरजीत
can
बोलिए.
I?
Yes, ma'am. A charged object lose its charge when touched because the extra charge present on the object can then move into earth. The object on losing the extra charge becomes an uncharged object. We call this process as earthing of the given object.
Okay. Simon.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, which question?
Question I am telling you. State the sign of the charge acquired by an object when it is charged by a positively charged rod through conduction and induction. Give the reason.
Conduction method, because in conduction method sharing of charge take place with similar charge. Negative charge is required acquired in conduction method, because in induction method opposite charge develop on the objects which has to be changed.
Okay. Then after that, Ayush Kaushik. Ayush, interested in answering? Anshika Mishra.
Yes, ma'am.
You tell, is it important to have a very good contact between lower end of a lightning conductor and the earth? Why? Don't know? Caesar. Caesar, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you answer this question? Is it important to have a very good contact between the lower end of lightning conductor and the earth? If so, why?
Ma'am, I don't know the answer of this question. I'm
Why
sorry.
then? Why are you all not learning your answers? When I give you homework, you all attend the class. Ankur, tell.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yes, it is important to have very good contact between the lower end of the conductor and the earth, because the total charge coming from the lightning uh, needs to be passed to the earth. This is necessary to save the building from damage in case if the contact of the lightning conductor uh, is not proper is not proper to the earth, then the charge may get transferred to the nearby tall building, which can result in a great damage of life and property.
Okay, very good. Now, Ridhima,
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
state
same
the sign of.
question.
No, not the same. I'm telling. State the sign of charge acquired by object when it is charged by a positively charged rod through conduction or induction. Give the
Okay, ma'am.
reason for your statement.
Okay, ma'am. Conduction method, because in conduction method sharing of charges takes place with similar charges, where and the negative charges is acquired in conduction method, because in conduction method opposite charges developed on the object which needs to be charged.
Mm. And induction? No, no. Induction. Okay.